And I'm quite keen to take up this program here in Worcester so that Worcester can become a heart-safe city.
The Coon Rapids Heart Safe program travels to the United Kingdom and provides life-saving training.
These things were done in secrecy. It's not as if it was readily apparent to anybody else what was going on.
But first, a District 11 teacher is arrested for criminal sexual conduct after a student comes forward. You are watching CTN News for Friday, March 11th, 2016.
Thanks for joining us. Steve Erickson has the night off. A fourth grade teacher from Johnsville Elementary was arrested Tuesday for having sexual contact with a student.
52-year-old Kenneth Sonnenfeld is charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct. According to the Anoka County Sheriff's Office, a 10-year-old girl told a mandated reporter that Sonnenfeld, her fourth grade teacher, molested her while he helped her with math and science problems during class. She said it happened 5 or 6 times last school year, and he once touched her under her shorts. According to the complaint, she decided to talk to someone so that her chest and stomach wouldn't hurt anymore. The school district placed Sonnenfeld on administrative leave. According to Anoka Hennepin, Sonnenfeld has been teaching in the district for 24 years and at Johnsville for 10 years. He has a wife and 2 adult children. Since Wednesday, another alleged victim has come forward saying Sonnenfeld assaulted her years ago.
Anytime you've got a child who's a victim of sexual abuse, it's disturbing. But when you're in a setting where you have, a caretaker that parents entrust their children to, in a setting where they're supposed to be safe, cases like this are extra disturbing.
Conditional bail was set Thursday at $100,000. His next court date is set for April 8th.
An early morning crash killed a Coon Rapids woman Wednesday. 30-year-old Ashley Novak died after the car she was riding in struck an empty car parked on the shoulder of the Highway 10 overpass above University Avenue in Coon Rapids. The driver, 29-year-old Samuel Mazer of St. Francis, was taken to Hennepin County Medical Center for his injuries and is now charged with criminal vehicular homicide. The Anoka County Sheriff's Office says alcohol was a factor.
A Fridley man and a St. Paul woman died after a motorcycle struck a car in Fridley on Monday. The 52-year-old driver, Dwayne Bixler, and his 48-year-old passenger, Joni Miranda, were heading north on East River Road in a 3-wheel motorcycle. According to the Sheriff's Office, it appears they ran a red light and a minivan crossing the intersection from 79th Way hit the motorcycle. The woman driving had her child in the van, but neither had any signs of injury. The State Patrol says it's the first fatal motorcycle crash in the state this year.
The Heart Safe Coon Rapids program traveled overseas last month to provide life-saving training sessions.
Coon Rapids police officer Brian Platts was invited to train employees at a security company in the United Kingdom. CTN's Jordan Rylance has more on what this program brings to the European city.
Officer Brian Platts describes it as a happy accident.
I jokingly said to them, well, if you guys ever were to fly me out to England and put me up in a hotel, I'll train you guys for free. Apparently they took that as a serious offer.
While Platts was conducting a heart-safe training session in Minneapolis earlier this year, a couple from the United Kingdom approached him and asked if he would train their employees in Europe. A few weeks later, he was hopping the pond to England.
There's no heart-safe programming like we have here in the States, and they want something like that can start in Worcester and then grow throughout the country organically, just like it's grown here in the United States.
Platt spent 7 days in Worcester, located in the West Midlands of England. He trained employees of Titania, an internet security company, before opening the training sessions to the public.
If Worcester can be put on the map as a heart-safe city, it's another pin. It's something that says something good about Worcester.
In a week, Platts trained 100 people and officially named Worcester as England's first heart-safe community.
Half an hour's training and about, £800 investment in a defib. And you've got a base that is there to serve the need. So it's great, yeah.
They're just such lovely people. Say that in my finest English accent, but...
Can you do that?
Lovely, I can't.
23 states in the U.S. and 100 communities in Minnesota are now heart-safe certified, and Platts hopes those numbers continue to rise as communities come together to save lives.
It's really just to teach people to engage rather than run away.
In Coon Rapids, Jordan Rylance, CTN News.
If you'd like to get involved with the Heart Safe program or learn more, visit the city's website at coonrapidsmn.gov.
In further efforts to be heart safe, dozens of kids came to Coon Rapids High School last Saturday to take part in a screening that may have saved lives. Patrick Schoonover was a youth hockey player for Eastview who collapsed on the ice and died from a heart condition that was undetected. In his honor, family and friends held a Play for Patrick heart screening in Coon Rapids. 173 kids were screened and 13 had high blood pressure requiring follow-ups, and 3, along with a volunteer, had minor structural abnormalities that will also require future exams.
The Coon Rapids Old Country Buffet served up its last helping of mashed potatoes when it closed its doors for good this week. Old Country Buffet's parent company, Buffets LLC, plans to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy and closed its weaker restaurants, including the Coon Rapids and Maple Grove locations. The company closed 74 restaurants last month, citing a decline in sales. The last remaining Old Country Buffets in Minnesota are in Burnsville, Mankato, and Duluth.
But Coon Rapids residents could soon be eating fresher eggs. A city council work session heard a proposal for a backyard chicken ordinance that would allow up to 4 hens per property. City staff said an ordinance could be voted on at either the March 22nd or April 5th meetings. The work session also covered possible changes as to which plants can grow in different landscaping areas.
Today's teenagers are feeling stressed out.
That's according to a 2014 nationwide study which said more than 25% of teens experienced extreme stress. But there is hope for those looking to stress less. Allina Health created the Chiller Challenge, a statewide initiative with high schools to help students find healthy ways to deal with stress. CTN Steve Antis has more.
Like most folks, students go through their day without much thought, and that can lead to stress.
Students are just under a tremendous amount of stress with classes, schedule, getting into college.
But here in the Communications Tech Lab at Andover High School, students have developed the tools to combat stress with Photoshop.
I wanted to do a black and white photo. I blurred all the stuff around just so we can focus on the train tracks.
They've combined their images with meaningful messages to show how they like to chill. The projects are inspired by the website Change to Chill.
Change to Chill is a free resource by Allina Health.
Allina Health project manager Karen Manikovsky talked about the website.
It's a by teens for teens website, but really has resources, tips, techniques to stress less for anyone.
Stress. We're trying to balance a million different things, and often it leaves us seriously stressed out.
The site is full of inspirational photos and videos from students across Minnesota. The students here at Andover have used these powerful tools to come up with their own ideas.
Dream catchers are known to protect your dreams from nightmares, so putting it up over your bed to protect them, I find relaxing.
Submissions to the site are eligible to win the monthly Chiller Challenge contest.
We've got some sunglasses, stress balls, cool packs.
This one was when I was going to Cabo, Mexico.
Senior Alyssa Renke has definitely found her key to happiness.
Being able to go on vacation and let all your stress go, and I just like to be able to fly away on vacation.
If you're looking for some ideas on ways that you can stress less, go to the website changetochill.org. There, it's sponsored by Allina Health. There are a number of resources on the site, including a quiz to help you manage your stress. And high school students can also enter to win the Chiller Challenge. Joe and Karen.
Great program.
Yeah, good to see it. It's a
It
stressful age.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thank you, Steve.
Thanks. The deadline to help District 11 update schools and provide more classroom space for growing enrollment is coming up. A team called Fit for the Future will make recommendations for the district on the size and quantity of classrooms for the next 10 to 15 years. The task force will meet monthly and present to the school board next year. The deadline to apply is Monday, March 14th. To apply, go to the district's website.
Run like the devil from the excise man, keep the smoke from rising, Barney.
The annual dessert and coffee concert series continued last night at the Coon Rapids Civic Center. Lachlan Road, a Celtic and folk band out of St. Paul, performed as listeners tasted desserts and sipped on their coffee. The concert series presented by the Coon Rapids Arts Commission has its next show April 14th.
Yeah, looks great. Hope they have cake.
I heard it was a very good show.
Yeah, we can check it out next time.
All right. Thanks so much for filling in for Steve today.
Of course. All right. Thanks so much for watching CTN News. We'll see you next week.